Let's talk about corporate gifting. All those branded mugs, t-shirts, and gadgets that companies hand out. In India, it is a massive, massive industry. But for the people actually working in it, the whole process of finding and ordering this stuff often feels like it's stuck in the dark ages. Today, we're going to look at how one company is building a modern, digital backbone for this really traditional space.
So just picture this. Imagine you're running a gifting agency in this old world. Your desk is literally buried in paper. You're on the phone all day chasing down suppliers, and you're surrounded by calculators and stacks of old, outdated catalogs. This is the reality. It's an offline bottleneck, a really chaotic manual mess that just slows everything down for everyone.
All right, so let's break down exactly what's so broken about this picture. The truth is, the entire sourcing system for corporate gifts is, well, pretty much stuck in the 90s.
And this is where the daily headache really kicks in. First, you've got what we can call the stock black box. An agency needs, say, 500 power banks. They might have to make 50 different phone calls just to figure out who actually has them in stock. It's crazy. Then there's the static data problem. Suppliers send out these nice-looking PDF catalogs, right? But the second an item sells out, that entire PDF is basically useless. And all of this leads to a painfully slow turnaround time. It can take 2 or 3 days just to get a quote back to a client. And in that time, you're losing deals. So check out the contrast here. On the left, you see the chaos of the old way. All those manual calls, the constant confusion about what's in stock, and quotes that show up way too late. But on the right, that's the promise of a new way. A real-time dashboard with live inventory, a direct sync with supplier systems, and, get this, the ability to generate a quote for a client instantly. It's a complete workflow revolution.
So, how do you get from that old, broken way to the new one? Well, the solution here isn't just another marketplace or some new middleman. It's bigger than that. It's a concept, a digital bridge designed from the ground up to connect this super fragmented industry.
And here it is. This is the big aha moment. This is the core idea right here. Instead of people calling people, you have systems talking to systems. The whole concept is inventory as an API. Think of it like a technology pipe that connects a manufacturer's warehouse directly to an agency's dashboard, all in real time.
Now, for anyone hearing that term API and wondering what on earth it is, don't worry, it's actually pretty simple. Just think of it as a digital pipe. It's a secure, standard way for two totally different pieces of software, like a supplier's inventory system and an agency's website, to talk to each other and swap live info automatically. No humans needed. And this is absolutely crucial to understand. PromoSetu's role isn't to buy stuff and resell it. Their entire model is built on one idea, being a neutral connector. They just provide the technology, the pipes, that let the two sides talk to each other. That foundation of trust is what makes the whole system work.
Okay, so we've got the big idea, but how does this digital pipe actually work in the real world? Let's walk through it step by step.
It really boils down to a simple 3-step flow. First, the supplier syncs their inventory with the platform. They can do this with a fancy API connection or even just a simple Excel sheet. Easy. Second, the PromoSetu cloud takes all that data from all the different suppliers and cleans it up, standardizing it into one live feed. And finally, the agency just consumes that live data. They plug it right into their own website, and just like that, they can give their clients accurate, instant quotes.
You know, when you build a bridge like this, it's not just about being more efficient. It actually creates this amazing symbiotic relationship where both sides of the market, the agencies and the suppliers, get some serious new advantages. It's a win-win.
Okay, let's start with the agencies. For them, this is all about empowerment. It's like the tagline says, they get the tools to build their own private Amazon for corporate gifting. Pretty cool, right?
And the perks are huge. They get to use all this live product data, but display it on their own website with their own brand front and center. They can automatically set their own profit margins. But honestly, the biggest one? No inventory risk. An agency can offer a catalog of thousands, literally thousands of products, without ever having to buy a single one up front. That is a total game changer.
All right, now let's flip it around and look at the other side of the bridge, the suppliers and the manufacturers. For them, the value is just as powerful. It's about doing one simple thing, uploading their inventory and getting infinite reach across all of India. So the moment a supplier syncs their stock, boom, it's instantly visible on hundreds of agency websites all over the country. That's instant distribution. Plus, the leads they get are super clean. They're from real agencies who already know the stock level and the price. And this is key. The supplier stays in complete control. They set their own rates, they handle their own billing. PromoSetu just makes the connection.
Now, for a system like this to actually work, trust is everything. It's non-negotiable, and that trust is built on 3 core promises. First, PromoSetu is a neutral platform. They swear they will never, ever compete with their agency partners by selling directly to clients. Second, data safety. An agency's client data is their own, and it's never touched. Period. And finally, they're securely backed by an established parent company that has a long, proven track record in technology and data security.
So, the foundation is laid, the bridge is built. So what's next? Well, the vision is to scale this whole ecosystem up, making that connection wider, deeper, and even easier for everyone to use.
So, what's the game plan for the next year? The goal is to bring on over 100 of India's best suppliers. That'll bring more than 25,000 unique products live onto the platform. And they plan to power a network of over 500 active agencies. It's all about building momentum and scale.
Think about that for a second. Over 500 agencies. For any supplier on the platform, that creates a massive nationwide distribution network practically overnight.
And for those agencies, they get access to a catalog of over 25,000 live products. That gives them an incredible Amazon-sized selection to offer their clients, all without holding any risk themselves.
And to make it even more of a no-brainer to join, they're building native plugins for all the big e-commerce platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce. That means an agency will be able to plug into this fire hose of live data with just a few clicks. So, when you step back and look at the big picture, what we've just seen is a blueprint for building a modern operating system for a very traditional industry. It's all about replacing phone calls and PDFs with APIs and live data. And the best part is, it's designed to help everyone involved win. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other old-school, offline industries out there are just waiting for a digital upgrade like this?